I have a guest in the house, a sports stakeholder, Laide Akano. It's good to have you on the show.
Same here, Mudashiru. Good morning, viewers.
Yeah. It's obvious that we are looking at focus on academic players. This is not the first time we'll be having academic players across the globe. We have the past that are of Nigerian origin. We have in the past Alex Uwobi.
Yeah.
We have Saka, who just came to Nigeria.
Of recent.
Of recent. We have all these players. And we also have some of them in Manchester City. We have some of them. But the player we're looking for today is Adekunle, who is the captain of under 16
for
Tottenham Hotspur, not one of not Arsenal, not Manchester City, not Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur. You seem to have a close focus on this player. And what can you tell us about this young lad?
Well, Timileyin Adekunle, first of all, is so passionate to play for Nigeria as one. Because, he has always felt that he was born in 2007 in Newham, London. And all along, everything he has had to do has had to be in the UK. Starting from MG Academy, now into Tottenham Hotspur. He's currently the captain of the under-16 team. Now he has clocked 16 now. I think shortly he will have to go to the next age grade. But as we speak, he's the captain of the under-16 team. But this is a guy who is so passionate about his home country, because he was born there, so he has not been here. And he has even had offers to play, which he has refused, for the English age grade teams. Now, with all that, he hopes that maybe before he gets to the full professional level, where maybe full-time football engagement may not allow him the time, he wants to, come to Nigeria. This is somebody I know. It's like I have an eye on many
other
academy players. But this is somebody I can compare to, if you remember Garba Lawal.
Okay, a very utility player.
A utility player. He's a centre-back player, but he's a playmaker. He's a defender and he's a team player. It's like he's a motivator on the pitch. The kind of player is, and then he has the stamina. He has the height. He's 5'11".
5'11".
5'11". So even at 16, by now, when they did summer tour, he even went with the senior team.
Oh, he has joined Tottenham on the present tour.
Yeah, he was
the pre-season tour.
Yes, in the pre-season tour. At least they did a summer tour of China. He went with them, even if he was not going to be on the pitch. But it's like they took him along. So for a 16-year-old who has the kind of stamina, 5'8" level, you know that this is a material, and it's. I can still compare it to someone like
Patrick Vieira or
this Brazilian, Marcelo of Brazil.
Marcelo. That's a good player.
This is somebody you can find now defending. At their own
the next thing you just see Marcelo is in front.
The next thing you see him at the goal mouth of the opponent. So that's a typical Timileyin Adekunle for you.
Okay.
So, and this somebody, even at his age now, he can play a whole 90 minutes without getting tired. So that's where his coach is so much interested in him. His coach currently is Yaya Toure.
Oh, okay.
Formerly of Barcelona, formerly of Manchester City. Okay. So, and Yaya Toure is a good player in his own days.
It's a fantastic breed.
Yeah, he's a good player in his own days. And I tell you, there are many Nigerians in Tottenham Academy, but I can boldly say that Timileyin is one of his favorites. Timileyin Adekunle is one of his favorites.
Okay.
And I hope that very soon the world is going to hear about this young man.
Well, I'm sure not just for Timileyin alone, for other young lads who are of Nigerian origin. There are many of them in Tottenham, but what stands out right now is Timileyin. And subsequent edition will be talking about other players. But let's look at this. Timileyin, what sets him apart? You've mentioned that, and we also want to focus on. Do you think he has struggles between going to play for Nigeria, and if the Three Lions, one of the biggest national team in the world, calls for him, nobody will want to reject the Three Lions. I tell you, Saka, Three Lions themselves, the team, will not even want the likes of Timileyin to go if he's watched the tour, because there's no gainsaying that they wanted Saka and they hold on to Saka. Is it bent on representing Nigeria, or his decision to represent Nigeria might be in case the Three Lions don't come calling?
Well, he's a young man, and at this age, he's so much interested in coming to wear Nigerian colors. He's so much, for the age grade. So if he appears at the age grade, then that could mean a seamless transition into the national team. Playing for the Three Lions, well, is a big one, but then that may not be the biggest thing for him as a player. Because some players want the club side where they win Ballon d'Or and the rest of it, where they will win trophies. So this young man is somebody who is so passionate.
I think he's the one with the ball that's just called the goal there.
Yes, that's him.
That's Timileyin. Okay.
Timileyin. He's the defender. You can see his height among his contemporaries. So he's a defender, but he's a scorer at the same time. So it's like he's somebody who can overlap a lot. That's why I try to compare him to someone like Garba. If you remember Garba very well, or rather maybe someone like Marcelo, who everybody will remember. You find him in his own goal mouth now defending. The next minute is in the midfield. Another minute is at the goal mouth of the opponent, struggling to score. So that's Timileyin Adekunle for you. Okay,
you tell us a bit about his background. I'm sure we know the history of Saka. Saka came to Lagos. We know Alex Iwobi. We know, I think Ebeya is playing for the Three Lions and the rest of them. Tell us a bit of his origin. Is both parents Nigeria or
both parents are Nigerians? Both parents are Nigerians. The father is from they are even from Oyo State. Father from Igbo, mother from Ogbomoso. So he's a full-blooded Nigerian. But he was born in the UK. He has lived all his life in the UK. But one thing that attracts him to Nigeria is when he talks about Nigerian players, more especially those of them, someone like one of his heroes, Osimhen. Who did great well in the academy, who virtually rose from the street. So he always believes that Nigeria has a lot to offer. So, and he always, even there are some in the sports academy who maybe started from Nigeria that he has met and they are doing well. So he has always wanted to come to Nigeria to discover what is it about Nigeria. It's like this. Somebody will tell you that even though people say that England is the home country of football, but it's like you have the raw materials made in Nigeria. That he believes so much in Nigerian players. So if you discuss with him about Nigerian players, you'll be amazed how he has followed every Nigerian player, that has come to the limelight, or even in the same group. So he's so much interested in Nigeria as a person.
And I think I want to support that statement of England being the home country of football. After all your talents and everything, South America, everybody wants to come to that same England.
Yeah, I know. There's the belief that football was invented. The art of playing football was invented in England.
And the act of making it a business also.
Yes,
it's England
at its best. It's England at its best. But then, for individuals, if I tell you now that you will be interested in playing for Yiba or for any Nigerian club side, that's a no-no.
No, that's a no-no. That's a no-no even for the Yiba player themselves. Everyone want to go over there. That's the fact.
But for the national team, at least for the age grade, this is somebody who is so much keen about playing for Nigeria. Well, and taking it up from there, well, he may graduate to the national team. I think you can appear age grade for your country, and by the time if he plays the age grade,
the rules permit. I don't know what the line is he wants to do. The rule permits if he plays for England under 17, he plays for England under 20, 21. He has the opportunity of also playing for any other national team, even though he has played for the under 20. But you said, which I want to confirm, that he doesn't have any interest in playing for England under 20, or the call because they've not been recent call on him, or the decision are yet to be made on cement is yet to be cemented.
Well, there have been calls on him from the English side for their age grade, but he has always wanted his home country, Nigeria. You just have people like that.
Yeah, and that reminds us of our own Moses, Victor Moses.
Yes.
Victor Moses has always wanted to play for the country. And though he has played for the age grade of England and all that back then. So I think it's a very, very good one. So the future, you close contact with him. Hope we can have him on the show in subsequent editions of our program.
Oh, definitely.
But you close to him, and has he told you anything about what the future looks like? Whether it's going to still be Tottenham, it will be good for him. But has he had any talk with him about that?
Well, one interesting thing about the young man is he will tell you that only God knows tomorrow. But he has his plans, and
that's the Nigerian in him.
Yes, that's the Nigerian. Only God knows tomorrow. But then it's like of recent, he said he was so he still looked forward to 2019 when Tottenham got to the final. But he knows that this time around, anytime Tottenham gets to the final, whether it's already in the national team or not, he hopes that whenever Tottenham got to the final of the Champions League, UEFA Champions League.
Under 16.
No, national team.
Okay, national team. Okay.
I mean the senior team rather.
The senior team. Okay. Some years back.
2019.
Yeah, 2019. Yeah.
So to let you see how committed he is to Tottenham as we speak, he said the last time I had a chat with him, he looks forward to that time again when Tottenham will go all the way to the final of UEFA Champions League and hopefully win the cup. He looks forward to the day Tottenham will have it like Manchester City had it this season, where they have the FA, the Premiership, the Champions League. So he's committed to Tottenham as a team, but like only God knows tomorrow. But what I know for sure for him is that he wants to very much play for his home country, Nigeria.
Yes, and Nigeria is a very one of the biggest national team brands in the world is Nigeria.
Yes, definitely. Yes.
We know that we've produced the best of the best, and right now is Victor Osimhen banging goals and all that. Victor Osimhen and Saka do differently, came back home to visit, but as in Saka was in Bariga.
It's like you can see the Nigerian in all these players. Was it 2 days back? Alaba of Real Madrid went to meet President Tinubu. That's a big one. That's a big one.
Over there in France.
Over there in France. He went to present the president with his number 4 shirt. So that's a big one. So that tells you, many of these people, no matter what you say, except maybe the Nigerian authorities, the football, the administrators, don't reach out to them. So,
but the final decision is still on the player, even regardless to whether you reach to them or not.
Yes, if you reach to them, but there are many of them. If
Alaba is one of them,
they would have loved to come for Nigeria, but if you don't reach out to them, whether you didn't discover them, what do they do? It's like they can't come out all on their own. But there are many of them. There are many young lads across academies in Europe who want to come to Nigeria, at least play for the age grade. So if the Nigerian handlers believe they are good enough, then they willingly, transition to the senior team.
Yeah, Alaba is one player that has done so well for himself.
Yes.
Though he played for a non-footballing nation, Austria.
Yeah,
you understand. You can't really say Austria is a footballing nation, but in his career as a club player, he has won almost everything. From Bayern Munich to Real Madrid, the Champions League, and many other things. And it was a grand gesture that we were able to see him giving that number 4
shirt to President. So that tells you he identifies with Nigeria.
And both Nigerian parents.
Yeah. Yes.
Both Nigerian parents. And he also had this giving back to the society. You understand? Alaba in this saying that he has to be there, an orphanage and hospital. But if Simi wants to identify what part of the country, if there's anything like that? Alaba didn't identify with any part of the country. He just came to Lagos, did what he needed to do.
Because how you meant to say.
Yeah, yes. Osime identified with Olusoso.
Yeah, because he grew up there.
He grew up there.
He was even, I think I saw on his Instagram page of recent, he went to Oregon High School where he finished from. So
Nigeria, we only hope the best for Timileyin, and we keep rooting for Timileyin.